What she's saying is that we are convinced that when we are thinking, it is my thought, it is my feeling, it is my this, my that. But Mother says nothing is yours. Everything is sort of being just reproduced, like your subconscious mind. Whatever you hear goes into your subconscious mind, and from there comes up as a conscious thought. So it came to your subconscious mind from your environment, maybe from the past, and then it's stored there and it comes out like, so for example, in the past, if I have been with people who have belittled me a lot, and that pattern of being belittled has gone into my subconscious mind, even when I'm with people who are not belittling me, that pattern plays like a gramophone from your subconscious mind and convinces you you're being belittled, and creates a sense of you which is being belittled. And that you which arises, that belittled you, is only a mental construct. It has no reality. So it's wonderful at that time to remind yourself, oh, this hurt I, it is only a mental construct, it is not real. It's just a recording from my subconscious which is coming up and playing itself out. Make sense? This morning we did this beautiful mantra from the Vedas, Om Purnam Ada, that the source is complete and whole. Ada is that. Purnam, complete. Purnam Idam, this I, the manifestation of the source, I am also complete and whole. Why? Because Purnat Purna Mudachyate. Wholeness can birth wholeness alone. So it's saying that if my source is whole and I am the becoming of my source, I also have to be whole, because wholeness can give birth to wholeness alone. Then you'll ask that how can I reconcile that I am whole and the world around me is whole when I see so much ugliness, pain, suffering? It doesn't seem whole and perfect to me at all, right? So the point is that the imperfection, the incompleteness is in the realm of thought, right? The voice in our head, which is always making us feel incomplete, which is making us view the world as incomplete. But behind that voice in our head, there's an observing field of awareness. There's an awareness in which the voice arises, right? And that field is always complete and whole. Now, the most important relationship in our life, the most, and listen to this very carefully, is our relationship with our thought. If my relationship with thought is in a state of what Vedanta calls sayujya, identification, if I live identified with my thought, that is, I'm identified with the I in the thought. I said no, in every thought there's an I, and if I live identified with the thought, that I thought, I am miserable, because sooner or later the thought will become a miserable I. But if my relationship with thought is such that I'm not identified with the I in thought, but I'm identified with the awareness field behind, then I am not affected by whatever the thought thinks. For example, there is the sky, and we know that the sky is just an infinity of space. There's no blue there, right? We've done that before. It's just infinite space. So if I take black color and I have a malevolence towards the sky and I fling the black color at the sky won't get stained because it doesn't have a surface that can catch color, right? So the awareness in me is that sky which is impersonal. It doesn't have a personal surface that can be colored. You understand? But if I'm identified with the I in thought, I have a personal surface. I'll take on whichever color is flung at me. But if I am in that field of awareness behind thought, I am the sky which is never stained by anything that's thrown at me. So, in the words of the Vedic rishis who promise us that we are nitya shuddh, eternally pure, because awareness can never be stained, nitya tript, eternally contented and complete, and nitya purna. So, the wholeness that this Vedic mantra speaks of is the wholeness of who we really are, that sky of awareness beyond who we appear to be, the I which is constantly changing in thoughts. So, if somebody hurts us, take that interaction we started with, somebody's hurt us, what is the only thing in us which is capable of being hurt is our sense of I, the ego. The rest, what we are, can never ever be hurt. So, actually metaphors are very beautiful. Imagine this metaphor of somebody taking black color and throwing it into the sky. And the sky is just space, no surface, can't catch the black color, remaining unhurt. So actually shut your eyes and think of the last time you had this interaction where somebody maybe you felt was throwing color, throwing something unpleasant at you. And try and become the sky of awareness which does not receive the color. And keeping that in mind, let's do the Vedic mantra, the Shanti Mantra. Purnamada Purnam Idam. That my source is complete and whole. This I, the becoming of that source, is also complete and whole.